Hello, I'm Rebecca, a pocket full of posies, and I started this project, my Angelica gown, last year and never finished it. I just kind of got overwhelmed doing other things, and it got nearly, well, not even nearly complete. The bodice is approaching completion, but there's still a lot of work to be done, and I still need to put the skirt on and all of that kind of stuff. So I am not starting over completely, but starting over with this Angelica gown. So I figured I would use it for my Halloween costume this year. And I would do an ode to Agatha All Along and make the underskirt purple. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm bringing you all along on the journey. So without further ado, let's get to it. Here we go. Okay, Angelica is back. I am going through and checking my pieces. All of these I've already used, so I'm going to put them with the rest of the pattern. These all need to be ironed again, of course. What has been done? Okay, this is the back. Back is on. I started putting on the shoulder straps. These are my lacing holes, which I realized much later after I did them that I did them wrong. That, you know, they're supposed to be spiral laced, and I did not do spiral lacing. I don't, at this point, oh well, it doesn't matter. So Lucius has been laying on these pieces. It's been so long. It's been over a year, I think. Yeah, it's been over a year since I've worked on this project. So I need to reread the pattern and reacquaint myself with Angelica, because we're strangers at this point. I was pinning the straps so that I could do a try-on is where I was. Where are my stays? Gotta find my stays to do a try-on. Okay. All right, the fitting went well. So now I'm going to go ahead and sew up my side seams, and I'm going to do it on the machine, not by hand, because I want to get this done before Halloween so I can wear it before Halloween. And yeah, and then after that is sewn, I'm going to go ahead and sew my straps on. I'm going to use the machine for this too, and when I put the outer fabric over it, I'll do that by hand, but all of these inside seams I am going to do by machine. Okay, now I'm going to iron these pieces before I put them on, but after I iron them, then I'm going to iron this seam allowance down and put this over this side back seam, and then we're going to sew that on, I believe, with a prick stitch, but I'll check the instructions first. Wanted to take a second and talk about the skirts of this dress. I still haven't finished the bodice, but I wanted to take a break from the bodice. And so there are different skirt codes depending on your fabric width and your waist measurement. I am doing G because my fabric is 54 inches wide and my waist measurement, well, that's not my waist measurement in stays, but that's the size we're doing. That's the size I cut out. That's actually the biggest waist measurement in the pattern. In stays is 45 inches, and I think my waist in my stays is around 50 inches. I adjusted my pattern slightly when I was cutting out the bodice when I did my first mock-up to accommodate the difference in my waist size. So my pleats for my skirt just may not be quite as full. With code G, which is what I'm doing, so it looks like there are 4 separate skirt pieces. There's the center back piece, which is half of the width of the fabric. Then there's 2 side pieces, which are each the full 54 inches. And then there are 2 front pieces, which are each half. So I guess I'm just like, it's so much fabric that it's hard for my brain to comprehend the how it all goes together. But these are the pieces. So this is the hem section of the front piece. And it says to add 30 inches and join to the skirt waist section. So the full skirt is not included in the pattern because that would just be way too much paper. Here we've got, this is a seam line for skirt G. I'm gonna have to like look it up and see. This is the center back. This is the seam line for skirt G on the back piece. So yeah, I'm just confused. Here is the side to back, and then here to here is the back. Because, like, I can't just cut it out, of course, on one piece of fabric. Or can I? If I cut it out lengthwise and not widthwise. I probably could. And so the seam lines are obviously historically accurate because they had much narrower fabric back then than we have today. So, I mean, technically you could add seam lines if you wanted to, or if you were cutting it out just widthwise. Huh. I guess let me try to lay it out. Might use my ironing board because it's longer than my longer than my desk. So, let's see. Okay, now we have the skirt that needs to be pleated to the bodice. So first things first, I cut this all out in one piece, and so I'm not adding any fake seams because I don't care if it looks historically accurate. I don't care about that. So I've marked the skirt fold line. Mark the skirt fold line with basting stitches. How am I gonna do that? It would make things neater. Or, I mean, I did mark it in chalk, so that is probably good enough. So okay, so I don't need to join my skirt panels because it's all one. Alright, I think I'm going to wait to hem. I'm supposed to leave this open at the center back, but since it's all one piece, I'm just going to snip it. Next question is, am I going to be even lazier and hem this on the machine? And I think the answer is yes, because this is a lot of skirt to hem by hand, and I'm rapidly running out of time. I just realized that I missed a step somewhere, and this was supposed to be turned under. Okay, well, better do that. Alright y'all, we are in the home stretch. My skirt is pleated, the pleats are basted. Now I have to lay it out flat and put the bodice on top of it and attach the skirt to the bodice and then hem and then put the sleeves in, and I think that's it. And then make the petticoat. This video is gonna be long. Okay, my skirt is attached to the bodice. All I have left to do on the dress are put the sleeves in, put the shoulder straps, the over part on, and then hem. And like I think I already told you, I'm going to hem it on the machine. If you've never made an 18th century petticoat, check out my video in the description. I have made several, and if you are interested in making one for yourself, check those out. Overall, I am very, very happy with this costume. I think the fit is really great. The only thing I would really change is I think I should make the skirt a little bit shorter. What do you think of the Angelica gown? Have you made it? Let me know in the comments. Also, what do you think of Agatha All Along? I'd also like to know that down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and if you'd like to be notified whenever I upload, you can hit that little bell icon. To support the channel further, I have a Ko-fi account, and that is linked down below. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you on our next sewing adventure. Bye!